Hi, Dr. Paul Haider here. Well, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and all the rest of the great traditions that have holidays during this time of year. Have a wonderful, wonderful season. It's really important that we allow ourselves to understand that the season is not made by any particular event. There are things that happened during this time thousands of years ago, but it also has a lot to do with our thinking. All the great teachers such as Christ and Buddha and all the different other teachers who came, Saint Ignacio, Saint Rita, so many others, and they all taught love, and love is the most important aspect of this season. There's no doubt about that, and it all begins with loving ourselves. How many of us exercise every day and take the time to meditate every day, take the time to eat right every day, and on and on and on? That's all about loving ourselves. And we need to honor that and have willpower to attain that love for ourselves. Even willpower is part of everything that we do. The willpower to change this world, to create peace on this planet. If we just take 8 to 10% of the people and meditated on peace, we could change the vibration of this world and actually achieve peace. If that has not been done so far because not everybody gets together and does that. And this has been shown over and over again that when we get a few hundred people get together in a city and meditate for an extended period of time, peace starts happening in that city and crime rates drop and that type of thing. So we have the power, there's no doubt about that. We have the power to make this loving, kind season the extension of who we are in all areas that we uh, live and enjoy. And when we do that, great things happen. You know, I think it's really important to affirm to ourselves, I am peaceful and loving. I am peaceful and loving. I am peaceful and loving. Also to affirm, I am joyous and happy. I am joyous and happy. I am joyous and happy. How can we be joyous and happy if we don't allow ourselves to be joyous and happy? We think it's going to come from out there somewhere that we're going to become joyous and happy. It's a choice that we choose, and it begins with me. It begins with each and every soul. I choose to be joyous and happy. I choose to spread joy and happiness to everywhere I go. I choose to celebrate the season with the joy in my heart. I choose to uplift others because I am uplifting myself. I choose to make a difference in other people's lives just by smiling. It's amazing what a smile will do. And it costs nothing to give a smile. And you're amazed if you look around how many people don't smile. Actually, if you walk through the mall sometime and just smile at people, they kind of go, "Oh," but some of them smile back. You know what I mean? And that's their gift back to me or you. And I think it's so wonderful. I think it's so great. Some people we're always thinking about the bad things in life. You know what I mean? Always concentrating on the bad things. And if we do that, we eventually become sad and depressed and full of anxiety. We can't do that at all. And in all the great teachings, it talks about the fact that we're supposed to look at the good things in life. That's not to say we're not to notice what's going on, but and make action to have that change, but we're supposed to focus on the good, focus on love, focus on peace, focus on, you know, joy inside. And I know people like that, and and one particular person who's 93, who's always laughing and joyful. And you know what? People are like a magnet to her. She's the magnet, and everybody else are the iron filings that came, and they just attract to her and stick to her, and they like being around her all the time. And so here's another person who spreads joy 24/7. And I think that's really important because people just enjoy being around people who are happy. And for yourself, check about, am I happy being around joyful people? Probably you're going to say yes. And so, why can't I be a joyful person? It's choice. A choice that we decide deep down inside. And we can make a difference just by being joyful. And not just this one time a year, but 24/7, 365 days a year. Occasionally we'll have something and gets us down, and it'll be difficult that day. Maybe somebody dies or something like that, and we're supposed to feel those feelings and let them go. But on the average, to be joyful is a gift, and that's a gift that we can spread every single day of the year. And like I said, it costs nothing, absolutely nothing, to be joyful inside. In fact, this 93-year-old person I know, they have next to nothing, really, but they spread joy. And this person loves cooking, so she's always cooking for the people in the neighborhood, and everybody loves her, even though they have nothing. They live on Social Security and barely anything. So it's very interesting that this person is full of joy because they have nothing. I think that you see that in all the great avatars who have come before. Look at Buddha. Buddha was just walking around for 80 some years with a begging bowl, and he spread joy in his teaching. And look at, Jesus was also another one who had nothing, and he spread his word, and it was joyful and happy all the time. I think that it's really important that we allow ourselves to be happy and joyful. It's what life is all about. If we're sad and depressed, we choose to make that happen on every day. The answer to sadness and depression is to quiet the mind. We get too many things going on in our mind. Oh, I got to run to the doctor, or I got to go, to the dry cleaners. I got to pick up the kids. I got to go to the bank, and on and on and on, and it's overwhelming. We just need to take the time every day, whether it be, in the persuasion of Christianity, there's a lot of Christian monks that meditate every day, or whether we be, a Buddhist, and there's a lot of Buddhist monks that meditate every day, whether it be any other form, Hinduism, a lot of meditation going on every day. They're all about quieting the mind. This thing is our greatest joy and our worst enemy at the same time. It really is. We can use it to feel joyful and happy, but when we quiet it down, it becomes that which it is predominantly part of, which is joy. I've been meditating for over 30 years now, and I won't go a day without meditation. I do an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening, and it's really super important. I used to be a very depressed man and full of anxiety in my 20s, and then I found meditation, and I'm telling you, it changed my life because there was just too much going on in my mind. And when you quiet it down, you become part of the base resonance of the world, which in every heart, deep down inside, there is a little bit glimmer of joy there. And that glimmer is always there, and that's resonating in the world. But there's too much noise going on in the rest of the world, out in the outer world where people are thinking, and they have all these jumble of emotions going on. But you get down past all that, there's this resonance of joy. And that's where meditation helps a person to be in that place, you know. And being in nature is also very, very important because your blood pressure comes down in nature. You just feel calmer, you feel more peaceful. But it's a different thing than actually being in meditation. I have actual photos of EEGs of my brain waves showing myself in normal waking state in meditation and being in nature and that type of thing. And it's a different thing. We have focused awareness in nature, and we have true meditation where we calm the mind in meditation. And it's really important to calm down. We really have forgotten how to do that. Even sleeping, our mind is going 24/7. And doing some meditation before going to bed calms the mind down so we can get that restful sleep that we need. And sleep is a balm that is like spread over us and helps us to enjoy another wonderful day and then boost up our immune system and allows us to be healthy. And it's super important for great health, super important for being able to be joyful, super important to get rid of anxiety. Sleeping is important. I know some people really, I've read about people and I've met a couple people who really don't like sleeping at all. They think it's a waste of time. Well, I enjoy sleeping and I enjoy dreaming also because I think dreams are sent to us by the great beings on the other side of the veil. And they make us aware of different things in our lives. I think it's important that we allow ourselves to dream. And dream the dreams which will allow us to strengthen our soul. And that's the another important aspect of this time of year. You know, we went through the Hurricane Maria here in Puerto Rico, and a lot of us feel lucky to be alive. I know some people that we know have a big house on the hill, and they have a laundry room, and water was coming through the window so forcefully that the water was filling up in the laundry room, and they had to both the husband and the wife are pushing under the door of the laundry room because there was no lock or anything because it just had a regular handle, and they were there all night long pushing on that door, sitting against that door so that the water wouldn't, gush forth into the whole house and ruin the whole house. That was a long, long night. So here we have a great feeling of thanks for being alive, a lot of us. I know some people who did not survive. Also, a man that just got married this last week, his mother passed away during the storm. And so this is also a season of thanks, a season of allowing ourselves to know that we can get up another day and be able to go out and create joy in somebody else's life. And it's also a gift to us. Whenever we give a gift, we feel great. I mean, and doesn't have to be a gift which costs money. Sometimes we can just go out and help somebody. After the storm, a couple of doors down, the people finally got home. They were actually on a vacation, and they saw the devastation of their house, and so they went over and were helping to move, stuff off their roof that fallen into their backyard and front yard, and I was helping to move that, and that's basically a gift, just helping somebody in some way, whatever that works out to be. Sometimes it's just, I cook a big pot of soup once a week, and I have these containers, and I fill them up, and I take them around to the people in the neighborhood. What's it cost? My mom and her mother had a saying, both of them, that, company's coming, add a little more water to the soup. And that's so true. What's it cost? A few more vegetables, you know what I mean? And it was no big deal. And it spreads joy to a lot of people. In fact, we had a man across the way, and he's pretty elderly, and he's been ill for a while. And I took him some soup that I made, and he sat down and ate the whole bowl. I mean, it was like wow. And that's the first time he's eaten a lot of food in a long, long time, and he just loved it. So, that brings my heart great joy, and I'm sure it brought him joy too because he enjoyed that food. So, give gifts from the heart. Have that bass resonance of being in a place of meditation to calm the mind, to get rid of all the chatter, and allow yourself to spread joy of the season 24/7, 365 days of the year. Remember, I love you. If you care to subscribe, you know where to click down below. Also, if you want to get a hold of me, all my contact information is down below, whether it be about herbal things. And I will be back with herbal videos and articles soon. My computer's in the shop, and I hope I get it back next week. And after the new year, things are going to be great. It's been difficult here. We finally got the internet back here at our house just this last week, so a couple of days ago. So finally moving forward a little bit. And if you care to make a donation, the links are down below and show more. And remember to spread love. That's the most important thing. I love you.